Perfect. Okay. So, sorry. In most cases, people think it's going to be really easy. They think it's just going to be a walk in the park. So I just want to be real with you guys. I don't want you thinking, wow, this is going to be so easy. I won't ever have to struggle. And the truth is that you do have to struggle. That is the part of the process. And you can't quit when you're going through the struggle, because that is what makes or breaks you. And that is what made me go 10 times harder than I ever have before. Okay? So people end up quitting. I don't want to sugarcoat you anything, because you're going to end up quitting in the long run because you think it's easy. It's hard. But if it was easy, everyone would be doing this. Is it hard? Is it worth it? Fuck yeah, it is. Fuck yeah, it is. Excuse my language, but I don't care right now. So when people get into network marketing, this is what they think the success curve looks like. Woo. Going all the way to the top. No obstacles, no trial and tribulations, nothing. And they think, I'm going to get in, I'm going to enroll some people that they are going to duplicate and duplicate and duplicate, and I'm just going to live one big success, and it's just going to come so easy. There's been some groups that really take off, guys, but then there's some that actually reality, including my own. Okay? You don't get in and have a straight line to success. If it was that easy, everyone would be doing it, just like I always say. What it really ends up looking like is this. Let me get creative right now. It kind of looks like your Forex graph. Okay. So this is what happened to me. So I got in and I went straight to P2000. Poof. With no trial and tribulations, okay? And then it went meow. And that was really drainful. But what I'm about to go over right now is what's going to pull you right back up, okay? So sometimes you're flat for a while before you end up having success, and that's totally okay. What happens inevitably, every $1 million earner that I've seen multiple times have been through this every single time. This right here is the real curve. You have some success and then it falls completely. You build a group up to 30 people and 20 people end up quitting in a couple of months, okay? And you come down to this point, and this is where you get frustrated. This little valley right here, this is where you get frustrated and your emotions start to get in the way. You start losing motivation and the vision perishes, okay? Now it's very easy at this point to start blaming your upline, to start blaming the company, to start blaming the tools, all kinds of things. You start blaming everything, okay? But what I really want you to understand, that this is part of the motherfucking game. This is part of the game. And this is the reality for most people. Now, there's a lot of things you can do to help prevent attrition, but the reality of it is going to dip down, and we all go through it. Every multi-million-dollar earner with network marketing has gone through this learning curve, okay? I built a huge team. It got up to 300 people, and it dropped all the way to 100. That's a huge dip now, isn't it? Now, most people, when they see that type of downfall, what do? They quit. And this is what kills most network marketers. This is why most network marketers don't succeed, because they're not willing to go through the obstacles. Okay? It's the space in here, right here, that people all through here. Okay? This is what kills network marketers right here. And what I like to call this is the valley of death. The valley of death, okay? Some of you may be in this valley of death, and some of you are probably just still hanging around. And what did you do wrong? You quit in the valley of death. And this is why most people can't build a fat organization, because they quit. If you want to be $1 million earner, now I'm not talking about little small dreams. I have 7-figure dreams, okay? So if you have 7-figure dreams and if you want to be a 7-figure earner, you have to go through the valley of death. At some point, at some time, at some level, you will go there. Okay? Now, how do you get out of this? Now the positive news. I started this call out very negatively, but it's about to get lit. So how to get out of this valley of death? Consistently staying in phase 1. I'm not going to lie, guys. I got into management mode. I got lazy because I hit P2 and that covered all my bills. That allowed me to quit my job. So I got comfortable. And that was the worst thing I could possibly do. I got into management mode and I got lazy. Okay? So something just like hit me in the face today and I have all my motivation back and I'm ready. So consistently staying in phase 1. What does that mean? You're always recruiting. Always, 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 always. This is not a trading call, by the way. This is a network marketing call. This has nothing to do with trading. So if you're on this call, if you think it has to do with trading, sorry, hate to break it to you, it's networking, okay? So I want to relaunch all of you guys and get you guys fired up to start building again. Now that we all have results trading, let's start helping others out, okay? So Instagram strategy. You guys can actively be recruiting. Guys, I just added over 100 people on Facebook. Tonight, I learned the strategy that I'm going to be teaching you guys after this training another day on Facebook Messenger. I'm about to blast out over 100 people Facebook Messenger. I'm about to be making live videos on Facebook, going full detail in my story. I'm about to go all in, okay? Instagram strategy. Go to top influencers. Tony Robbins. Go to their Instagram following. Go follow every single one of them. I spent almost 2 hours the other night doing it, and I followed about 300 people. Out of that, over 30 people followed me back, and I'm still having conversations with them today, and they're quality people, okay? And with always actively recruiting, you need to be going over your list. Your list is your active candidate list. You always need to be adding to that list every single day. This is a business, and your list is what's going to pay you for the rest of your life, okay? So you have 2 choices when you hit rock bottom on this. You can either be frustrated, which I was for a couple of months, not gonna lie, but now I understand that this is something that happens, and it happens. I have to just go with the flow, okay? Or number 2, you keep walking, and you man the fuck up, and you go back to your vision, and you go 10 times harder than you've ever had before. So go ahead and type a 222 in the chat box if you guys are ready to give it your all like me. Because I'm ready to freaking go. Like, pew, rocket attached to my back. Taking off, you guys can either have rockets too, or I'm going to leave without you guys. Because even if I have to rebuild this whole entire thing from scratch, I will do it, and I will smash P5. So if you guys want to run with me, let's go. So re-up on your goals today. I got out my paper, and I've written out all my goals, and I'm going to find out what my team's goals are by tomorrow, okay? So sometimes you have to go down in order for you to go back up, okay? So the key is to just keep on walking. You're literally one person away from a massive explosion in your business. But this one person in your business will only come into your business if you're ready for this person to come into your business. I wasn't ready because I was not emotionally ready to have a leader step into my business. Okay? Now, you want to be able to grow. And once you grow, and once you start praying, and once you start talking to God, once you start, letting the universe know what you want, they will do anything in its power to get it there. So you gotta dig deep in yourself. You gotta lay out your goals on paper, because that's what I wasn't doing. And I used to do that shit all the time. Like, you guys know I'm like a goal fanatic, and I stopped doing that for like a month, and then everything just went everywhere. Okay, now I got organized. I got all my goals written out, and the universe knows exactly what I want, and I'm gonna get everything. Okay, now actively recruiting. So the key is you want to keep showing the presentation. Keep getting your people in front of me. Do three-way calls. Peak, pass, plug. Peak, pass, plug. You show them opportunity. You pass them over to me. If you don't know how to close, you get them, you just leverage me, like, hey, this is my mentor, here you go. Like, get them on a call with me and I will close them for you until you know how to do it yourself. But I'm taking this jacket off because it's really hot in here. But this is basic network marketing training. If you guys haven't read GoPro and you want to be a pro in this business, if you haven't picked up a book, you're probably not going to go pro if you haven't started reading GoPro or your first year in network marketing. But PS3, basic network marketing training. Keep showing the plan. Keep sponsoring people. Keep getting better and better at your launches. You know, your launch is most important. Teach them the invite script. Make them invite for the next event. I'm going to go over all that stuff as well right now. But I kept growing my mind. So me growing my mind, I can keep mentoring people better so they can achieve massive success along with me. And boom, you know, now it's up running again. It literally took a week to have my business start running up again. It's honestly crazy. But and now that you actually go through your breakthrough, your launch, whoosh, you're back up, you're back running again. So it's a huge lesson, but biggest reason why people quit. And it's also going to be the biggest reason why people quit in your business. So make sure you can teach this stuff and have your people prepared for the outcome, okay? Now, Sarah, how do I become a master at recruiting and a master at closing? Okay, so everyone show me your notebooks. Because I'm about to give you guys some easy knowledge that's super duplicatable, okay? Okay, so when someone says, well, I need to think about it, we all get that objection all the time, right? And what I learned was I was doing it all wrong this whole entire time. And what I learned was when, you know how I teach you guys usually, well, what is it that's holding you back? What information do you need more about? What do you need more information on? And is it money? Is it time? Whatever. You get very confrontational. And I'm talking about myself. That's how I was teaching it. So let's say you do the whole entire presentation and the girl is on the fence and tells you, oh, I need to go home and think about it. This is what you can do, and this is what can better your closing rate, okay? What's usually going on in people's minds when they tell you they need to think about it is they don't believe that they can do it. They don't believe they can be successful. And they will never say that because it's kind of like an ego. It's kind of like a shot to their ego. So they'll never admit that to you. And realize the number one question that people have in their mind is, can I do it? Can I do it too? If they really believe that they can make hundreds of thousands of dollars traveling around the whole entire world, impacting lives all over, they would be all in. If they knew they could be successful. But they have doubt and lack of belief. So this is what you can ask them. 3 things. So just ask them. So, well, Chelsea, if you're on this call, this is perfect. You can go and, close your friend. I forgot her name. I think her name was Amber or something. I don't know. I forgot. But what did you like best about what you just saw? Okay. And then they will go on and tell you everything that they liked. Don't ask, did you like it? Okay. So, well, tell me what's really going on. Okay. Be genuine. Ask them, well, tell me what's really going on. What's really holding you back? You can be real with me because I was probably going to the same exact thing. I want to be here to help you. Okay. They're going to answer, well, I just don't know if I can really make it work. Okay. Now this is where you step in. Well, tell me why you think you couldn't make it work. Tell me why you think you couldn't make it work. Okay. Then they'll give you the same exact excuse. But now here's a game changer. Ask them, well, tell me how you could make this work. Oh, and then they start getting creative. Just ask those 3 questions and they will automatically be closed. Okay. Boom. Now you start getting them creative. They start thinking of how they can actually do it. And they start getting positive. And then you say, all right, cool. Sounds like you're ready to go to me. Let's go. All right. Here's my Visa card. Boom. So when someone gives you an objection, just know it's the lack of belief that they have within themselves. So be their success consultant help them and work it out with them, okay? Let them know that you care about them and you want to help them, because like I always say, people don't care how much you know until they what? Know how much you care, okay? So, Sarah, how do I find prospects? I'm having trouble with that, okay? How do I do 3 to 5 presentations a day? Because if you want a 6-figure income, you have to be willing to put in the work. Take off the weekends, whatever you got to do, but work like you've never had. Work your hardest and you will make more money than ever, okay? If you want to generate a lot of money, get ready to put in a lot of work, okay? Because your work will pay off in the end. So in the beginning, when it's just you just leverage mine or your upline's calls. But as soon as you're a P150, you should be learning how to do your own presentations and presenting to your teams, not relying on mine, because that's the only way you're going to learn. People don't lead. The people who don't lead will not make as much money as the people that do, okay? And it will be easier doing 3 to 5 presentations a day, because it's not just your own once you actually get P150, but now it's your team's as well. So it gets a little bit easier, but you have to actually duplicate this to your team to be doing 3 to 5 presentations a day. So how do you get the 3 to 5 presentations a day before you actually get a team that gets you them? Okay. So number one, you're obviously going to go through your warm market, going through your whole entire contact list. If I ask you, why are you not the rank that you did? If I ask you, did you actually call this person? Did you hit up this person? Well, what about this person? And your whole entire contact list and every single person that you know on Facebook, you're not trying hard enough. To be honest, guys, if you're just focusing on social media when you're launching this business, you're playing yourself. Because social media, that's being lazy and that's not really going full out. If you want to go full out, you're going to start contacting every living single person that you know, okay? Number 2 is go through Facebook and print out all of your friends. Boom, that's a crap ton of contacts right there. Shoot them a message. Hey, we haven't talked in a long time. I don't have your number anymore. Shoot me your number and I'll give you a text. Same thing with Instagram. Then you have your cold market, okay? And the only reason is to go into your cold market is to get into their warm market, okay? Don't just wait to invite for my opportunity call. That's what amateurs do. You have to be recruiting in between, because if you do that, you're inviting. If you're inviting, and that's only one recruiting opportunity a week, okay? What a professional does is they recruit to invite. So what does that mean? Okay, so if you get people on the daily op calls, which is mine Tuesdays and Thursdays, what you do after that, you're going to do one-on-one launches and getting them started and getting them inviting for the next call. Some of you guys just wait to have these opportunity events and only invite for that. Why not get them closed and then have their people invite for the event? That's where you're going to have massive exposure. If you just left for that one lead, why not close him, close her, get him started, and then have him start inviting for the event? Boom, just like that. And that's what's going to create that massive momentum that you want. And don't just wait for Tuesday and Thursday or the event that's coming around. You get them to invite instantly. When you're doing this, your weekly event, if you guys are not on my team, if you guys are somehow in Miami, your weekly event will start to grow if you do this method and you actually teach your team how to duplicate this. So like I said before, don't just wait for the one-on-one meeting or call. When you have your whole team programmed and doing this, your numbers will completely explode, I promise. Now, the reason why it will grow or die is based on the leaders in the market personally inviting to the meeting, okay? Your team needs to see you bringing in personal prospects to the weekly meetings and calls. If they don't, what happens? They're not going to do it either, okay? The speed of the pack is determined by the what? The speed of the leader. If you want massive growth, you have to be actively recruiting. I hate that word, but guys, this is network marketing and we're recruiting, okay? Those people, there are literally people everywhere. Just open your mouth. It's simple if you're willing to break out of your comfort zone and just start conversations. Just start practicing, with people. Just start being personal, okay? Like for an example, for your server, hey, I've been watching you kill it, girl. You're a complete hustler. You remind me a lot of myself when I used to work as a server. Hey, what are you doing on Wednesday at 7 o'clock? I'm free. What's up? listen, I have a business that I'm launching in the area, and if you're open to the idea of earning some more income outside of what you're currently doing, I would love for you to come out as a guest. Well, what is it? Hey, I'm actually in a rush right now. I'm a little late, but let me get your number and I will have my assistant follow up with you and have you come out. Okay. But this only works if you have posture and confidence. It's all about your tonality. If you're confident in what you're doing, they're going to be interested. Like, oh, shit, this girl was a server before. Now she has a business she's launching in the area and she wants me to come by. Starts running through their heads, right? And there's obviously so many other ways to start inviting, but that just goes to show how easy it is. I didn't mention anything. I just said, yo, I'm launching a business in the area. I think you would absolutely kill it at it. So with that being said, what are you doing on Sunday? I would love for you to come out as a guest. Boom. Okay. They ask what it is. I'm always in a rush. I get their phone number. I talk to them later. I'll have my assistant contact you. I don't know who my assistant is, but I'll find one. I'll find someone on my team to text them. But there are people everywhere, guys. If you're willing to get out of your comfort zone and open your mouth, it's going to be scary at first, but the compound effect, how you do anything is how you do everything. If you actually step out of your comfort zone and do it, it's just going to come naturally for you. So I made sure I cleared the person's schedule and I made sure that she was free on Thursday or whatever event that I have. Now, you could do this for anything. You could invite for the opportunity call, whatever. Now, when you meet someone, you always want to be interested in them. When you become interested, you become interesting, okay? Now, ask them, what are you doing for a living? Oh, I do this and this. Oh, you must love it. Are you married to your job or open-minded? Are you open-minded to earning an additional income to what you're doing right now? It might not be the best recruiting script, but it is for the right person. It might turn off the wrong person, but it damn sure won't turn off the right person. It's literally sorting then selling. I mean, if you go through the whole report process, giving them multiple compliments, I would love to sit down and have coffee with you. You seem super sharp and intelligent. There might be some synergies with what I do and what you do. Between what I do and what your skill sets are, I really think you can actually thrive and add a lot of value to what I have going on right now. So I'm going to repeat that one more time. So I give them a compliment. I would love to sit down and have coffee with you. You seem super sharp and intelligent. There might be some synergies with what I do and what you do. Between what I do and what your skill sets are, I really think you'd actually thrive and add a lot of value to what I have going on right now. Okay? There's so much stuff that you can do, but the bottom line is you just have to open your mind, open your mouth, open your mouth and do it. Okay? And you have to do it a lot. It's all a numbers game. Just start practicing with people. If you're willing to step out of your comfort zone, you will get paid a lot of money. Okay? Start a lot of conversations. Just get good with people. A really good book is How to Win Friends and Influence People. Dale Carnegie is honestly amazing. So start getting skills on communication. So the number one skill in network marketing is inviting. So here are some inviting skills, tips that you guys can kind of write down. You can be a really bad presenter because you can use the tools to do it for you, or someone that can actually present. If you're a bad presenter, it's okay. We have tools to help you with that. But knowing how to effectively invite will be the skill that pays you a lot of money. I keep mentioning that because that's how important it is. It comes down to how many numbers you can get in front of the business. Okay? You don't have to be the best closer, because the more people you show, the best leaders don't necessarily need to be quote unquote closed. They are going to be closed themselves. So you will struggle if you don't invite. Hands down. If you're just waiting for people to hit you up on social media, you're not taking this business seriously. You're not. And I'm going to be real with you guys. So here's a quick little nugget. Always call it an idea when you're talking to people. I have an idea. That always works, and you want to stay away from opportunity. So the less you say, the more money you make. You don't want to give them the chance to prejudge your opportunity, because then they make an uninformed decision with a limited amount of data, okay? Don't tell them everything until you can show them everything, okay? Because here's what happens. The human mind makes associations. When you say a certain word, your mind has to make an association. So if I were to say the word jungle, right? Your mind starts thinking of monkeys and gorillas and whatever animal lives in the jungle, and you associate it to something else, right? So when I say I have an opportunity for you, people will associate it into something differently and negatively. So maybe they got into Amway and they had a presentation with them and they went 2 years ago. Who knows? They just associated something negative, okay? So using the word idea, saying, hey, I have an idea that I'm working on, got an idea that I want to run past you, the mind doesn't associate something negative with the word idea because it's just an idea, okay? So when you're enrolling your first person, you want to have them make a list of everyone they know and start setting up meetings. Your calendar is your boss. With this strategy, make your list of 100, 500 people and just start sending texts out. Hey, I have an idea. I want to run with you. When are you free to meet up? And let's start booking these calendars at like 3 to 5 meetings a day. That's how you're going to blow up your business, okay? So if you're sending someone a text message saying, hey, I got an idea. I want to run past you. When are you free to meet up? This goes for all your warm market, okay? And they ask, well, what is it? It's 99% visual. It's pretty impossible to tell you over the phone. So I got to meet up with you. If you're inviting them to see your network marketing business, they need to know they are going to see something. Because if you're just saying, oh, hey, come over. Hey, let's go get coffee. If you haven't told them they are going to see something, they come and, you try selling them on something, they won't feel like you are being truthful whatsoever. So a quick technique for you guys, if you're going to invite them to coffee, do it normally. But first, always clear the schedule. I mean, it can be coffee, lunch, whatever. So, hey, what are you doing on Tuesday? Let's get coffee. Let's get lunch. Okay, awesome. Got an amazing idea I'm working on. Can't wait to run it past you. I'll see you there. Let's get coffee. Let's get lunch. Okay, awesome. Got an idea I'm working on. Can't wait to run it past you. I'll see you there. Boom. Easy. So easy. You didn't mention anything. Okay? If you can't go alone, if you're scared, that's why you have me or someone that has, results. If you need someone to help you close, switch up the words and say, okay, awesome. Got an idea that I'm working on with a friend. She's actually in the area, so she could probably pass by. Can't wait to run it with you. Boom. Now she shows up. Okay? So now the 4 steps on how to recruit. So number 1, recruiting is a process, not an event. This is a relationship building, so you're not going to go out and be like, I'm going to go and recruit 10 people in the next 10 days. You have to give it some time. I mean, you probably can if you really wanted to, but because with MLM, we get paid on what we did 90 days ago. 90 days from now, we will get paid on what we do right this second. You have to fill your funnel and build your pipeline, and that does take some time. Okay? If you think about a garden, you wouldn't plant it and show up the next day with a beautiful garden. Okay? We have to plant a seed. If we plant a few seeds, we're only going to get a few crops. Or you can plant a lot of seeds. You're going to lose some, but you will have a bigger harvest, right? So you cultivate the ground, you water your seeds, then you reap your harvest, okay? So some things when it comes to network marketing comes with recruiting. Same thing comes with recruiting, okay? You have to plant your seeds. You want your prospect to recruit themselves when the timing is right, okay? So number 2 is don't prejudge. When you're making your list of 100 to 500 people, do not prejudge, because there has been times where I thought, no way, this person would not be interested. I'm too scared to contact them. And then they end up joining someone. And you're just like, what? Wow, if I would just have some balls, I could have called that person and he would have been a leader in my business today. Okay? So never prejudge anyone. And sometimes it's not them who they lead us to. Every dud knows a stud. So make your list of people you know, trust, and care about and respect, okay? And boom, you start setting up appointments left and right, okay? So like I said, your boss is your calendar. Number 3 is it is a numbers game. We make up in numbers what we lack in skill. I'll repeat that one more time. We make up in numbers what we lack in skill. Once you learn your numbers, it comes down to how fast do you want to move. Third party is the best. Utilize whatisiml.com. That is what I send out to every single person. Amateurs convince while professionals soar, okay? So let's say we're doing this 20-day blitz. We got like 20 more days till convention, right? You don't have time to convince anyone. You're also filling the funnel. Because even if they don't say yes right then and there, That's why it's utterly important to build your journey online and track your progress, because those people are watching you. They're watching your journey. So they'll follow you later on once they actually see you doing well for yourself and they see you not quit on yourself. So number 4 is the fortune is in the follow-up, guys. You have to have a sense of urgency. You have to strike while the iron is hot, while emotions are still involved. So if I'm excited, sheesh, I'm actually working on something I'm super excited about. It may or not be for you. Maybe I'm listening to what they're saying and they go, man, I would love more time with my family. Man, I'm sick of my job. Man, I want to change my zip code. I just want to travel. I just want some change. All I do is just listen, and then I remind them on what they just said. Just listening. And I remind them on what they just said. And I ask, hey, were you serious about wanting more time with your family? Hey, were you serious about wanting to make more money? Or were you joking? And they're like, I was definitely serious. All right, well, look, I don't know if what I'm doing is for you or not, but I'm super excited. Let me go ahead and send you some information, girl. You would absolutely dominate with this. Okay? Now set a time to follow back up with them. Listen, if I give this to you tonight, if I were to give you this information tonight, would you look at it tonight and we can grab coffee sometime in the morning, actually go over this with you? Okay? If I were to send you over my site that has a short overview, will you take it seriously? And we'll talk about it in 30 minutes. Okay? Now, remember, it takes about 5 to 8 exposures to get them started, okay? So my goal is to get you from exposure to exposure to exposure until you recruit or sell yourself. That's why I say recruit before the events, because the event should be what closes people, not to have their first exposure, because I know I wouldn't be closed if I went to an event. I would like a one-on-one meeting, and then I would like to go into an event to see other people winning as well, right? Does that make sense? So always be listening to whatever they want. That's why it's important to find out their goals in life and start conversations with people. Your relationship building, okay? But what you want to focus on is just setting up as many exposures as you possibly can, okay? So Sarah, how do I follow up? So simple, guys. Hey, did you get a chance on what did you get a chance to look at? Did you get a chance to look at it? All right, great. What caught your attention? The product, business, or both? Because either one, we win, right? Like I said before, I never ask, well, what did you think? Never, never, never. That's like asking, what do you think about the freaking election? And that's just an open road conversation that you do not want to happen. People are always attractive to the negative, so always want to bring out the positive, okay? So what caught your attention the most? If people tell simply ask them, well, hey, do you mind if I keep you posted on how I'm doing later? So 6 months later, they maybe have a pay raise, or maybe they really need your opportunity. And who do they go to? They go to you. Okay. So last but not least, I work with the willing. Some will, some won't. So what? Who is next? Someone else is waiting. It's easier to run with 1,000 people instead of run with one dragging body. Okay. It's easier to give birth instead of raise the dead. Don't look back unless you want to go that way. Okay. Now, during this process, you have to believe in yourself. And for you to attract these people, you have to be growing your mind. Okay. So that was that portion of the training. Now I'm going to go over a little more training that has a little bit more to do with recruiting. But are you guys getting value out of this training? Just go ahead and just type it in the chat box. You guys are dope. Okay, so how to create a full-time income with your network marketing business, okay? How your daily schedule should look like, okay? It's going to be a bit different when you just get started versus when you have a fat organization. If you are building your team, here is what the breakdown should look like. About 70% of your time should be revenue-generating activities. Okay, meaning you are inviting people to see your business presenting, learning how to present. You're doing exposures, you're educating yourself, you're doing anything that has to do with the business, following up with your people, creating social media posts, reaching out to people, writing down your goals, redoing your list, reading a book, listening to an audio. anything that has to do with you growing in the business, you're going to be doing it. If you want to do this full time, and if you want to really take this business seriously, I'm not cutting around the bush. I'm going to tell you how it is. You got to work your fucking ass off. And if you don't want to work, I'm sorry. I don't have time for excuses, especially not me with my mindset right now. No time for excuses, okay? 30% of your time should be training and promoting events, okay? When you get people started, you need to be teaching them how to invite. I just taught you guys. So simple. Hey, I'm working on an idea. When are you free to meet up? Boom. Build a relationship with people. I don't know if you'd be interested in what I'm doing right now, but I really think you'd absolutely kill it. Let me send you some information. Boom. Building relationships. Okay? How to do what you're doing, 3-way calls, testimonials, teach them how to set up their story. Get them on GoPro. Guys, get your people on GoPro. Like, that is the first book that people should read, because it literally, it's the network marketing Bible. It goes over everything. Once they read that book, they'll really start understanding. They won't be so scared to actually do the building side, because they actually comprehend what's going on. So top money earners are the best promoters too. If you see me, I'm always promoting. Always promoting. What if I left Road to Chairman? There would be no one on that chat actually promoting. Okay? Now, be the leader and start promoting. So, and when you have a fat squad, your time might go down less, and you actually get to start traveling with your teams. So the time's going to pay off. Grind, guys. My goal is to create a global team. And by next year, I'm going to be traveling all over to my teams, traveling where it's actually fun work. It's not, hard work, but it's going to pay off. So how to make a lot of money. I need my notes for a second. Okay. How to make a lot of money. So you need to be doing 3 to 5 presentations or exposures every single day. The magic behind that, if you're enrolling 1 out of 3 people, if you're personally responsible for bringing 1 person daily, you can't help but finding some aces, finding some leaders that are going to be excited about building the business. You're going to find one, guys. It's all a numbers game, okay? What you should be focused on, laser focus, 30 people fast. That should be your goal, is to find 30 people. Enroll 30 people your first month. This is not internet marketing. This is network marketing. You need to have your 500 people list when you get started and actually launching your people. Going through that whole entire list. Imagine if you sent out 500 text messages. Hey, let's meet up. I have an idea. I want to run with you. At least 30 of them are going to reply. Okay? It's all a numbers game. 30 people that you have a relationship with. Put in 30 people as quickly as possible. You're typically going to find a handful of serious people, but you have to build fast, not slow. 30 people can turn into 1,000 people. So let me just ask you, do you want a big business or small business? Do you want to build fast or do you want to build slow? Because if you want to build fast, we're going to do anything that we possibly can to get this thing started. Okay? So if you guys are ready to grind, I want to see you guys start doing live stream videos. I want to see you guys start leveling up and stop being lazy. I'm talking about myself. I was being fucking lazy. I'm being real with you guys. So be real with me too. Let's level up and, really put yourself out there, because if you're not putting yourself out there, how do you expect anyone to want to join you? Ever. Put yourself out there. Utilize what you have. Facebook. Tomorrow, Thursday night, I'll do a whole entire training on what I just learned with Facebook. That's going to blow it up. Tomorrow, I'm doing a live stream video of my story and how to get involved in Forex. And then tonight, I'm going to spend about 2 hours contacting over 500 people. I'm hitting P5. Who wants to outwork me? Go ahead and just type on the chat box. Who wants to outwork me? I want to see it. Larissa, Javon, you're so close to P6, bro. Nevin, you got this. Got it. All right, guys. Well, that was all that I have today. If you guys are on this call from Orlando, we are having our event at Josie's house tomorrow. Now, these events are utterly important, guys. If you're not showing up to the events, don't think that I'm going to take you seriously, because I will not take you seriously. If you have local meetings in your area and if you don't show up, you're not serious about the business. So tomorrow, I want to see every single one of you guys at Josie's if you guys are on our team and Mike's team as well. Okay? So that being said, let's pack it out. Josie dropped the flyer in the Yem page. Let's start sharing it. Let's start inviting, and let's get to work. When are you moving to Miami? I don't know. Whenever I hit P5, let's go. All right. Love you guys, and I hope this training helped. On Thursday, I'm going to go over the social media training and the Facebook training that I just learned as well. If you guys have any questions, just reach out to me. Have a good night.